Be gone! Ha! Bah! We're only on the second half of the countdowns of this month. Let's try to finish it off. Welcome back everyone, one and all, to the 4th countdown of Final Fantasy month, and today, I am counting down my first boss battle countdown on this channel. If there is one type of difficulty spike in the Final Fantasy series, it is the Superbosses. Now, what counts as a Superboss is that a Superboss counts as one of the biggest and hottest bosses in the game, whether it is during the story or post-game. And if you have played a Final Fantasy game, the chances are you've encountered a Superboss. Keep in mind that in order for a Superboss to appear on this list, they have to be optional. For example, in order to leave Palampolum, you're forced to fight the Havoc Sky Tank, and even though it is hard as all heck, it doesn't count as a super boss because you have to fight it, so it doesn't appear on this list. So how am I ranking these super bosses? I chose 5 super bosses in the series and I'm ranking them due to how insane their stats are. Also, the 1 game per franchise rule still stands, or in this case 1 boss per game. So grab your sword, summon, and your emo spiky hair wig, because let's try to live to the next countdown. Final Fantasy V is usually one of the more or less talked about Final Fantasy games, and the Superboss NUO surely deserves being a Superboss. Having a look at its stats, NUO is level 97 with 60,000 HP and 65,000 MP, 220 strength, 100 defense, 20 evasion, 45 magic, 30 magic defense, and 0 for magic evasion, agility, experience points, and gil. What? And for Steam, if you want to get an achievement called the Void, you have to defeat NUO. If you really want that achievement and to find NUO, finding deep inside the Steel Temple and defeating the Superboss will award you with the Necromancer job. So if you guys want that achievement in the job class, get grinding and good freaking luck, because you're definitely going to need it. Ozma looks like a huge toothpaste flavored jawbreaker. He may not look like a super boss, but don't judge a book by its cover, because Ozma is widely known as one of the hottest super bosses in Final Fantasy history. Let's look at Mr. Toothpaste Jawbreaker's stats. He's level 99 with 55,535 HP, 9,999 MP, 32 strength and magic, 30 defense, 10 evade, 32 magic, 70 magic defense, 12 magic evade, 59 spirits, 100 AP, 50 speed, 124 attack power, and will possibly reward you with 65,535 experience points and 18,312 gil. That's a heckload of money. Also, Ozma's stats has gotta be the most ridiculous stats. Seriously, Mr. Toothpaste Jawbreaker has 50 speed, making it really fast for a big spear. And its attack power is immensely powerful. Seriously, 124. My god. I don't know if it's just me or not, but does anyone find Ozma incredibly disturbing? Seriously, it is a big spear with so many colors. That's just mind-boggling and disturbing. I'm serious, does anyone find Ozma disturbing? No? Just me? Okay. As I've said before, Final Fantasy IV is one of the best Final Fantasy games ever, but the toughest super boss in this game is Proto-Babil. So, how's this guy hard? What makes the gamer call this one of the hardest super bosses ever? It can use the trapdoor's 9th dimension for a one-hit KO, and a move called Light Up Babil will do major damage to anyone in your party. Likely a 9,999 damage rate regardless if you have the use of the adamant armor. It can sometimes counterattack the magic with the computer player's laser barrage and object 199. But the strategy is to confront this guy with a level 99 party with the most possible max stats, no joke. Of course, Proto-Babil can only be found in the DS remake of FF4, so don't try finding him on the original SNES version. Its stats are brutal. It's level 99 with 400,000 HP, 99 strength, stamina, speed, intellect, spirit, and magic defense, 200 attack and defense, 40 evasion, 30 magic evasion, and you are pretty much rewarded with 2 million experience points and 99,999 gil. Proto-Babil is an absolute beast. What a mad way to get to the middle of the list. Final Fantasy XI is Square Enix's first MMORPG, and it brings some key elements from the turn-based games, especially Superbosses. The Superboss in FF11 is absolute virtue, and let me tell you, even though the footage you're seeing is my first time seeing the battle, you are going to need an absolute virtue to beat him. Unlike the others we have had on this list so far, Absolute Virtue only has 2 stats. It's level 84 with an HP of minus 66,000. But that isn't why he's on the second entry. He is immune to sleep and silence, and he has a crud ton of abilities. Some of them include Draw In, Benediction, Blood Weapon, Eagle Eye, Shots, Invincible, Mighty Strikes, Perfect Dodge, and Soul Voice. In total, Absolute Virtue has 17 abilities, 5 spells, and 7 traits. And you guys thought Ozma was a beast. Out of all the bosses in 11, I can see why Absolute Virtue took the top spot on the gamer's countdown. Because by the way, all of these are piled up makes it one insane super boss. But there is one. Oh man! One more that is more insane and just more challenging than Absolute Virtue. If you played Final Fantasy XII or heard of this boss, then you know what number 1 is. That's right, it's freaking Yzmat, ladies and gents. He's been talked about in so many videos, but now I'm gonna put him to rest once and for all. Yzmat is level 73 with 50 million HP, 999 MP, 61 strength, 67 magic power, 99 vitality, 20 speed, 107 attack power, 36 defense, 40 magic resist, 255 LP, 20,510 CP, and no evade experience points or gil. He also has moves like reflecting and healing, but wait, did you say 50 million HP? Yeah, on my health bar displayed at the top, 50 squares are shown and each square holds 1 million HP. And your attacks do 7,000 damage most of the time. As you can tell right about now, this boss is in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, heck even half an hour. How long is it considered to beat this boss? 4 hours!
No, 4 hours! 4 hours on normal! It's 4 hours!
Someone could be completing Sonic Forces, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and Pepsi Man by the time you beat Yzmat from start to finish. However, here's the thing about the healing. If you got Ysma to his very few bars left, he casts a spell to heal all of its 50 million health back, making you want to break your PS2, throw it out the window, and never touch any Final Fantasy game until Final Fantasy 15 in 2016. But hey, at least the arena you fight Ysma at least gives you a save point, so if you want to take a break, save and return to the fight. That way, just in case Ysma heals all of his health back, you can turn off and turn back on the console to try again. Huh, at least one super boss does something right that no other one did. I'm User1 Campbell, and there's a reason why Adamantoise from Final Fantasy 15 didn't appear on this list. If you figure out some way to speedrun the boss, you can defeat it in 20 seconds. And that is just stupid!